The coolest place to spend a hot summer night is Summerfest, and this Saturday is the Route 66 Summerfest, celebrating the past, the present, and the future of Nob Hill. And so happy to say that joining me today are Riann Powell. Welcome back, Riann.
Thank you, thank you.
You're becoming a regular.
I know,
You're going to
I
get
love
recognized.
It's so fun.
and of course, you're with the City of Albuquerque.
Yes.
I want to mention that. And Alfredo Barrenechea.
Yep.
Oh, I knew I wasn't going to get it right. Barrenechea of Nob Hill Main Street is back. And we're so happy to have you back as well, because we talked a while ago about the fact that we were going to be having a Summerfest celebration at Nob Hill, and here you are. It just was like around the corner, right?
Thank you. Yeah, and we're so happy to be here. In fact, we come bearing gifts this time. We have from Flying Star and NAMIS Dismord and the whole team that has helped put this Summerfest event together. Some gifts for you and the crew.
That is so thoughtful. I guess you watch the show and you know how much I like to eat. So clearly, I'm a very happy girl. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then thanks to Flying Star as well. That's really nice. We appreciate that.
You're very welcome. It means you have to come out on Saturday and dance it off.
I love to dance. Don't dare me, because I will. Now, I want to talk about what's going on this year, because this year's Route 66 Summerfest promises to be bigger and better than ever, better than last year, which was already great. So what makes this year's Nob Hill event so special?
It's, first of all, it's the collaboration and it's the partnership between Nob Hill Main Street, New Mexico Jazz Festival, and the City of Albuquerque. It's just an amazing partnership. We have over a mile's worth of activities going on. We have fun activities for kids, for the family, for adults. We have 4 different stages. We'll tell you a little bit more about those later, but it's just going to be really fun. It's a full day's worth of activities.
And nobody's left out, no matter what age you are, whether you're the kids or the adults. Everybody can have a good time. And Alfredo, I want to ask you this, because the event actually begins at 2, right? But it lasts all the way until 10:30. Is that right?
That's correct.
10:30. Okay. So what activities we've got? I mean, that's a big time span. That's 8.5 hours. So what events can we expect throughout the time period?
Well, I mean, this is going to be the party of the year, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, and I say that with a lot of faith. This is going to be completely awesome. Last year was incredible.
Okay.
This year we've got Maceo Parker as our headliner. We have music and entertainment all day long from 2 to 10:30. There's going to be music. There's stuff for the kids to do. We've got climbing walls. We've got a car show.
Climbing walls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, we have, name it, we've got it. It's
really?
going to be fantastic.
Did you say car shows?
There's a car show.
Oh my gosh.
There's going to be a car parade. We're going to drive the old cars through the event. We did it last year. It was a blast.
So there's really, as I said, really something for everyone. And I actually heard that Catherine McGill was performing, and she's one of my favorites. She performs at Vernon's a lot. I've mentioned her. She's fantastic. So I can only imagine the lineup of talent coming from this town.
It's an amazing lineup of local talent and national talent. You're going to see lots of great jazz. You're going to see great blues, great R&B. It's just going to be so much fun. Over 22 bands performing on 4 different stages.
Well, and I want to talk a little bit about last year as well, because look at this picture. I mean, this is just an idea of what you can expect as far as the crowd. Oh my goodness. And you're expecting bigger and better?
Absolutely.
Wow. How many people actually were there last year, approximately?
We had an estimated 22,000 people there. We think we're going to top that this year.
Wow.
I think that's a pretty safe bet.
Well, let me give a little history lesson while we look at these pictures, because Nob Hill was first developed in the 20s as a suburb of Albuquerque. And, this is really evolved into a place that has become the city's most fashionable district. And you've really been instrumental in reinventing what Nob Hill is all about. And you should really take kudos for that, because you have a lot to do with that. And I think Summerfest is really going to be a wonderful testament to the work you've done to show everybody how Summerfest helps your efforts in town. So talk a little bit about those efforts.
Well, thank you. I'm definitely not deserving of that much credit, but thank you very much. I'll take it.
Take it.
Yeah, thanks. The Summerfest it's really a showcase. It's a time and a place when we can get together and celebrate. And it's not just about Nob Hill. It's about Albuquerque. It's about our economy. It's about getting out and supporting small businesses. And like I said, party of the year. It's going to be awesome.
Well, and tell us a little bit about the district itself, the Nob Hill Historic District, because I don't know if everybody really understands the background.
Okay, so Nob Hill was originally developed in the 20s, and Route 66 ran through there from 1926 through 1959. 59 was when I-40 was built, which essentially...
I thought you were going to say 59 was when I started. I was like, let's not get carried away. Come on, Alfredo, you're too young.
Not that old, not yet, yeah. So 1959 was when I-40 was built, and a lot of historic communities along Route 66 got bypassed by the interstate highway system.
Right.
We were lucky because Central Avenue actually contained Route 66, and so we were able to maintain a lot of the buildings and the neighborhoods around there. We have 2 buildings on the National Historic Register, which are Monte Vista and Kelly's. I think I've had some historically good times there. We've got 704 historically contributing houses in the neighborhood. So there's a lot of history in this area, and we're happy to celebrate it.
Hey,
and share that.
It is definitely worth it. And as you said, party of the year coming up. What I want to do is I want to give all our viewers the information they need to know about this Saturday's Route 66 Summerfest. And also starting early Saturday morning, Central Avenue between Girard and Washington will be shut down. So we want to let everybody know it will be shut down to all car and bus traffic. So if you use public transportation, take note, ABQ ride service will be diverted all day to accommodate Summerfest. And all the information is on your screen regarding how you can get there, how you can find out more info, and you can always visit cabq.gov for more details as well. And Riann, I always ask you about parking because I do think people have a lot of concerns when they go to an event this big and they're expecting this kind of a crowd and areas are shut down. Where, if they do want to drive, can they put their cars?
Sure. There's going to be available parking on the west side of the event in any open lots in that area.
Oh, good.
And same on the east side. There's a big dirt lot on Adams that people can park in. And just find parking in the neighborhoods. Find parking on the streets. Just make sure you don't park illegally. Don't block a fire hydrant. Right. And we know parking is a challenge, but it's going to be a fun event. It's going to be worthwhile. Come out early. And stay the whole time and have a great time, and you shouldn't have any problems.
Take advantage of public transportation, or you can even walk. A good day to get out and walk and just be active, right?
A great day, and take ABQ Ride.
I love it. Well, I'm so happy, Alfredo, Riann, so glad you were here to talk about this. We're excited about this weekend, and thank you for the gift.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now, still ahead, if you suffer from diabetes, we'll actually tell you why food might be the best medicine. Speaking of medicine, this brownie doesn't look so bad.